Hey guys, so this is a bit of a departure from my usual tech videos, but I thought I'd share a little life hack with you. Basically, how to gain the elusive student card. Now, if you're not familiar, this used to be known as the NUS card, but for some reason they've renamed it Totem because Totem's a thing apparently. Now, if you're not aware, essentially the card enables you to get some pretty decent discounts at a ton of retailers. So, for example, it will give you 6 months of free Amazon Prime Student, which is worth its weight in gold. You can get discounts at Apple. A particular favourite of mine was you can shop at Co-op, and they'll offer you, I believe it's up to 10% off your shopping, which, given this cost of living crisis, very valuable. And in real life, if you want to go to restaurants and clubs and all that kind of sort of stuff, a lot of firms offer an incentive for students to come come dine there. So that is definitely worth looking into. Now let's get down to it. So essentially, we're going to do two things. We're going to sign up for a free online course. There are a number of these around, so you'll have to jump on Google to see if there's one that you're particularly interested in. They, as I said, it doesn't cost anything, but they do need to be associated with Totem. The one I'm going to show you is the one I use, which is with Centre of Excellence. And the next step is we're going to use a referral code, a referral link that lets us register the Totem code itself. Now, this did work, but as I said, they are hot on locking these things down. So I would suggest you do it sooner rather than later. Right, so for us to pull this off, what we need, you're going to need a headshot. So take a picture of yourself on your phone or whatever. And you're going to need a credit card or debit card to pay for whatever subscription that you want. Typically, it costs, I think it's a little over £10 a year. They do have a 3-year option if you want to go that route. I would suggest you probably do, because I don't know if they're going to lock this approach down. They probably will, but it's definitely worth doing. Cool, so I'll do a quick voiceover of basically this process, and we'll go from there. So the process is pretty simple. So we've jumped onto the Centre of Excellence. We're going to go into Explore and down to the free courses. It doesn't really matter which course you choose. All we need is basically an account. So let's pick this one here. We jump in. We're going to quote unquote buy this course. Proceed to cart. We'll have to sign up briefly because we'll need an account for this. But that's easy enough. So we jump into sign up. Obviously, for the purpose of this exercise, I'm using just fake information. Blogs. There we go. And we'll use a password. There we go. Of course, I'm not a robot. Elon Musk haven't invented that yet. We'll sign up. We'll get an email in our inbox shortly. We won't actually need to do anything because it automatically logs us in. So let's go back and we'll resume the checkout process. You can ignore all this nonsense, it's irrelevant. Proceed to checkout, blah, blah, blah. You'll need to put in your address. That's even easier. Ooh. Not the greatest website in the world, I must admit. Okay, and yeah. Bojo's probably done something stupid, so we'll use his address. We will now buy the course, so we hit complete on the right-hand side after putting in some nonsense address. This takes us to, so we essentially have now enrolled on the course. I'm going to use the second link that I've put in the description. Jump onto Get Totem. This brings you here, and they have a link with a referral referral code, I should say. And then essentially you just need to go through this process. Obviously, at this point, you have to use real information. So make sure you use the same email address that you used when we signed up for the Centre of Excellence. They do the two correlate, I believe. It will then ask you for the picture that I mentioned earlier on the recording. You'll upload that, add your payment details, and from that point forward, you can then access all of the Totem's discounts, and then they will send out the physical card to you via the post. And as I understand, that takes, I don't know, 4 days or so. So that's pretty much it. I mean, to save quite what could potentially be quite a lot of money, I think this would easily pay for itself in no time. So hope you enjoyed that, guys. Thanks so very much.